वेलकम टू द पॉडकास्ट। स्वागत है आप सभी का यहाँ पे। होपफुली सारे स्वस्थ होंगे। सो द बैंक पेंशनर्स के लिए एक स्मॉल फाइनली अ रे ऑफ होप, तो उसी को यहाँ पे डिस्कस करूँगा फ्रेंड्स। सो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर करना यहाँ पे वीडियो को शेयर कर देना एंड चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लेना इफ़ पॉसिबल दोस्तों। सो अब बिग अपडेट ही मैंने इसको लिखा है बिकॉज मुझे ये बिग अपडेट इसलिए लगी है, उसी को डिस्कस करेंगे। तो होपफुली यहाँ पे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हैप्पी धनतेरस टू ऑल माई फ्रेंड्स हेयर, ऑल अवर फैमिली। उन सभी को हैप्पी धनतेरस एंड शुभ दीपावली। सो प्लीज़ लाइक दिस वीडियो। सो यहाँ पे दोस्तों लेटेस्ट जो अभी अपडेट है, मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग रिगार्डिंग ऑप्शन टू बैंक डिजाइनिस to join pension scheme signed by IBA and United Forum Bank Union. A memorandum of understanding between Indian Bank Association and United Forum of Bank Union in the matter of extending an option to the officers and employees who had resigned to join the pension scheme under the Bank Employees Pension Regulation 1995 and 1996. So, whereas pursuant to the provisions of bipartite settlement joint note signed by Indian Bank Association with the unions on 29th October 1993 on introduction of pension scheme in banks, pension regulations were framed by a member bank in the year 1995-1996, which provided for an option to the employees and officers who were in service who died while in service on or after 1st January 1986 to join the pension scheme by surrendering the bank's contribution to provident fund along with the accumulated interest thereon. And whereas one more option to join the pension scheme was given to the employees and officers by bipartite settlement joint note dated 27th April 2010, which also provided that the employees and officers who have ceased to be in bank service on account of voluntary retirement would be covered and eligible for such option to join the pension scheme. And third point, where representation has been received for some former employees and former officers that even though they were otherwise eligible but were not offered second option to join the pension scheme as they had resigned from the services of bank at the relevant time as envisaged in the settlement dated 27th April 2010. For whereas though the pension regulation framed in 1995-1996 do not provide for pension to those employees and officers who have resigned from the services of bank, purely from an humanitarian perspective, the management of bank have taken a sympathetic and lenient view of representations made by the former employees and former officers referred in point number 3 above, and after discussions with IBA and United Forum of Bank Union, a broad concession has been arrived at and which the parties have decided to record as under the following categories of former employees and former officers who satisfy all the conditions stated in subclause A to C appearing herein below would be eligible for exercising an option to join the pension scheme within 90 days of announcement of such option as one time measure only. Employees and officers who were in service of bank on or after 1st January 1986 and had joined the bank before 1st April 2010 and who have resigned from the services of bank on or from 26th April 2010 and who were otherwise eligible to join the pension scheme while in service and who agreed to refund to the bank the entire bank's contribution to a provident fund along with the accumulated interest thereon received by them at the time of their resignation or later from bank, and who agree to execute an undertaking as under draft provided in annexure All such eligible former employees and former officers, as mentioned in point 3 to 5 above, and their surviving spouses or eligible family member shall be entitled for pension, family pension, if they exercise the option, subjected to following conditions. क्या वो conditions हैं? That the pension will be paid prospectively from the month following the month in which the bank receives the bank's contribution toward PF received by the former employee, former officer at the time of resignation or letter. The commutation of pension will not be extended to them, and they will not extend to them, and they will not demand. Pension shall be computed as per the applicable provisions of pension regulations as applicable to relevant bipartite settlement and joint note in which he or she has resigned. So this understanding shall be effective only if the same is approved by the concerned Ministry of Government of India. अगर फ्रेंड्स ये मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया अप्रूव करती है, the associations, unions of employees or former employees, former officers who have initiated any pending legal proceedings for and on behalf of former employees and officers, wherein the right of former employee or former officers who have resigned from the service of bank to opt for pension is directly or indirectly one of the issues for consideration by the concerned court or authority, have jurisdiction and powers to adjudicate or decide, unequivocally agree to unconditionally withdraw such proceedings or take necessary steps to ensure that the right of former employees and former officers who have authority, having jurisdiction and powers to adjudicate or decide, unequivocally agree to unconditionally withdraw such proceedings or take necessary steps to ensure that the right of former employee and former officers who have resigned from the services of bank to opt for pension is no longer intrigued in such proceedings, and also agree not to initiate any proceeding concerning such right in future. सो फ्रेंड्स दैट इज़ वाई इसको मैंने बहुत बड़ी बिग अपडेट माना है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट्स हैं. अगर वो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया अप्रूव कर देती है, आई थिंक वो अप्रूव होने के चांसेस काफ़ी पॉजिटिव है. सो ये सारी डिस्कशंस जेस्टरडे जो मीटिंग रही है फ्रेंड्स उसमें हुई है. सो फाइनली एक रे ऑफ होप है जो फॉर मैनी रेस्पेक्टेड सीनियर पेंशनर्स वो यहाँ पे स्टार्ट हुई है दोस्तों. So that's all for this session, and please take care and please subscribe to channel and like this video.